We're going too fast. If you're on a slippery road, you might want to reduce speed, downshift to a lower gear. Also, if you're sliding into something or you can't stop in time, I've had a student go too fast, we can't brake in time, I would downshift the car into a lower gear so I can use the power of the engine to slow you down, right? That's important. I like to, give me 1 second. I'm going to do some more interactivity. Be prepared, always be prepared to stop. I like that, Blake. That's the defensive driving mindset, real talk. Okay, let's look at this sample driving evaluation sheet. I need you, hold on. I need you to put some questions in about this. Take a moment and look at this. You can focus on intersection, backing, turn, driver improvement checklist. Type in your question. Driver improvement checklist. I'm gonna go through Leo's development because I thought he did well. Intersections. In the beginning when Leo was driving, he didn't go up far enough to see traffic to the left and right. We went around the block a couple of times. He started coming up and looking left, looking right. He was kind of looking too long. It's just a quick glance. Is anything coming? Clear. Anything coming? Clear. Okay, it's clear. Leo started checking traffic and checking for cars, checking for people. His speed became more consistent. Sometimes he would go too fast at intersections, making him go too wide. Sometimes he would turn short and almost hit the curb. Sometimes he had his hands too low, which made the steering wheel small. Leo did have good speed control along the way. Should you buy a car or truck? It depends on your budget. If you can afford a bigger vehicle, buy a bigger vehicle. You should always buy the bigger vehicle that is safer. You have more metal around you. Sometimes Leo did not stop unnecessarily. He didn't like pump the brake when we needed to. He did yield. He did check traffic. Leo used the ball of his foot. I'm just using him as an example. Leo did come to a complete stop. Leo did look. He just didn't pull out in front of cars. Thank you, E. That's what she said. Okay, let's keep going. He did check traffic. He watched more by the beach area. There were little kids running out. We saw the girls in bikinis, boys with no shirt on, little kids riding electric bikes. There was a lot going on. So we had to kind of pause, scan, cover our brake, and go slow. Residential areas, we went through neighborhoods. There weren't a lot of people there. He had good speed control. I did have him parallel park. He was pretty consistent. He had pretty good speed control. Lane changing, he checked his mirror. He was a little inconsistent checking blind spots, but he will get better. He did have good steering control. He kept good spacing. In his turns, I told you he turned a little short. Short means you're going to go over the curb, or sometimes he came in too fast. So you have to learn to brake. You want to be under 15 when you make your right turn. You want to accelerate out. He did stop behind the stop line. He did increase making smooth turns. Put some questions in. He didn't lane use. He didn't turn short in his lane changes. It was smooth. Speed control, I thought, was okay in neighborhoods. He was a little fast in the downtown area. Too fast to control the car, and a little fast dangerous when a lot of kids, parents, because little kids will run out, okay? So I'm trying to teach him to be that defensive driver. He didn't go over the speed limit. Occasionally he was a little quick for the situation. He wasn't fast. He had to learn. He didn't do any dangerous maneuvers. He didn't hit the curb. He obeyed lights and signs. He didn't strike the curb. I didn't have to grab the wheel. He was pretty safe and consistent. So I need you to put in questions about this. This is what a road test may look like. Okay, if you already have a car, are you allowed to drive the car to the road test? Yes. Or do you have to use their car? Some road testers have cars there available for an extra $50, $75, or $100. You should always drive the car you're used to driving. You know the brakes, you know the gas. You can't have a cracked windshield. I think it's up here. Pre-driving checklist. Your windshield cannot be cracked. You need to have mirrors. Your blinkers need to work. Your tires need to be in good shape. Your horn needs to work. Your emergency flashers. You need to have a quarter of a tank of gas. And then look up here at the top to pass. You must have no more than 3 errors marked in the items 9 through 14. Yeah, go. You're good, Logan. Go. Pre-drive checklist. No marks in critical driving errors. Section no more than 15 errors. So our State has 25. If you go over 25 errors, it's an automatic fail. Speeding, running a light, making a right turn on red when there's a sign that says no right turn on red, going under the speed limit, striking a curb, running a light, going over speed, failure to yield. You merge on the expressway, you don't check your blind spot, you get a deduction. You drive too fast in the neighborhood. You're not speeding, but you're still too fast, you could get a warning. How long is the road test? The road test is about 45 minutes. If you hit something, you fail. Keep asking questions. Lane usage, begin in turns in the correct lane. A lot of beginners turn into the wrong lane. You go in the right lane, but you drift to the left. Or you're making a left turn. I told you Leo nailed those turns. I said, turn by the double yellow. He looked, he checked. He went a little bit wide, but then he got right into the lane. I thought it was good. I gave him a high five. I'm like, you're powerful, bro. Do not cut the turn short. Some of you do that. Do not make turns wide. I try to teach you not to make wide turns. Keep in the center of the lane. Some of you still hug the right a little bit. You're going to hit the curb. Or some of you hug the left. Or some of you are going around circle driveways and you want to use the full driveway and you're getting close to mailboxes. But you're learning how to drive and you saw 2 cyber trucks. It was awesome. Use two-way left turns appropriately. Do not drive too far in the right lane. For right turns, use the rightmost part of the lane. And if you pass the road test, can you get your license that day? If you're 16, you have all your hours, the answer is it's going to take about 3 to 4 days. The state has to mail you your paper license, and then you're going to go to DMV and take your picture. Good question. Keep asking questions. We got a half an hour. Come on. You'll get a minus if you don't look left and right and approaching intersections. Emily was checking traffic, okay? Grace was checking traffic. Leo was checking traffic, okay? So you have to check traffic. You got to look left and right. Blake checks traffic. He kind of does that naturally. Carson is starting to check traffic. All of you are checking that because I want you to be safe, and I look for that. Sincere was checking traffic. Nice guy, chilled, relaxed, had good speed control, really natural driver.